Hello, I'm Cedar, and today I'm here to discuss building in measurement matrix. So, as we discussed, that measurement matrix is the framework that is going to help us to turn data into insights. So, we can use that insight for making decision and deciding our path ahead. So, the five pillars that we have here are planning, building, reporting, forecasting, and optimizing. In the previous video, we discussed planning, which is basically how will we answer the questions. So we identify the question, we figure out the information that we are going to need, and the actions that should be taken. Now, in this video, our focus will be on building. So let's go to this diagram of measurement journey. And here we will see that we have five pillars. And the thing to identify here is that the level of building depends on the stage that we are at. So let's say that if we are at the cave stage, right? So we don't really know that what do we want and how are things functioning. So we should build at a very basic level, right? As we move towards the valley, our implementation becomes a little bit more complex and we have the skills now. So we can build something a bit more complex, right? Then we move towards the hills and there we can build more complex structures, right? Because we have the skills, and then because we have the skills, our implementation can be complex. Then we move toward the summit, and which we can do the most complex operations there, right? So the thing to understand is that at different stages, we will have different levels of build. So we should not rush it and go through the process, right? Because if we just simply skip the stages, then we will not be able to understand the report that we have or, to find the answers that we are looking for. So first, we should try to get out of the cave and then slowly move towards the valley, then towards the hill and towards the summit. So now let us come back to the measurement matrix. And here, let's go to the matrix. So we already discussed about planning in the previous video. And in this video, we'll discuss building. The measurement stage is building and the implementation levels are nothing, basic, customize, and transform. So the first level is nothing. So what is meant by this is that we don't really know that what are we looking for, right? So the first thing to do here is to activate, to enable Google Analytics to start collecting data from our website. And if we want to do it through GTM, then we should integrate the GTM script tag in our website, right? So what will happen with this is that as Google Analytics has started collecting data from the website, we will be able to see it, right? Some data will be collected. So we will see it and we will understand that where do we want to move ahead? Like what will be our direction? So by activating the things, we are basically starting our journey, right? And on the way, we can figure out that where do we want to go? So first, activate the things, right? The next level is basic, which is basically built-ins. So Google Analytics, Google Tag Manager, both have some built-ins which we can use, right? So like in Google Tag Manager, we have variables, like built-in variables, some tags, or some triggers that we should start using to understand that what are we looking for, right? Are our business objectives being satisfied from the built-ins, or do we need to change something here? Because when we understand that what do we need to change, we also understand that what do we need to customize, right? So we start using the built-ins and we see that what is the result that they are giving us and what more do we want, right? So then we move to customize. In customize, we ask bigger questions. We can customize things according to our need. Like in Google Tag Manager, we can use custom JS variables. We can use our own data layer push. And in Google Analytics, we can create custom dimensions or maybe custom metrics. So we can customize things and we can ask more questions. Better implementation is there on this level. So whatever we saw that it was missing on the basic level, we can customize it according to our own need. Then we have transform, where we pull in different data sources and put them in a single data source and ask powerful questions. We can use BigQuery and Google Data Studio. So these were the various implementation levels. And like we discussed, we should move step by step, like first activate, then build in, customize, and then transform. Because this is the journey that we are following, right? If we try to jump from like activate to transform, first of all, we'll feel lost and we'll not be able to analyze whatever we are getting as a result. And secondly, it will not be much helpful for us, right? So we have discussed about planning, we have discussed about building, and in the upcoming videos, we will discuss about reporting, forecasting, and optimizing. So this was all for today's video. Thank you.